Advocacy groups say they're troubled by the number of Tennesseans being evicted right now, even though they may be protected by federal guidelines put in place because of this pandemic. Our chief investigative reporter Jeremy Finley tonight has a closer look at just how it's happening to those on the edge of eviction and what you need to do to protect yourself.
They even put our apartment number on it.
The intent of Callie Clark's letter from her landlord.
It is apparent you have no intention to pay your rent.
Couldn't be clearer.
I am giving you the option to go ahead and move today and turn in the keys.
Clark is in a financial spiral. The unexpected death of her father this year means no more childcare. At the same time, she was coming off maternity leave for little Ella. Unable now to return to work, her husband's paycheck just doesn't cover the bills.
We're going to be the next homeless family.
It's those last words, that she and her family could soon be homeless, is one criteria to protect her and others from having their belongings carried out of their homes and placed on the street during a pandemic. Take a look. It's among the declarations that's designed to keep families from being evicted until December 31st. The CDC issued a rule prohibiting evictions for people who meet certain qualifications, including those trying to work with government agencies to pay their rent.
If eviction is pursued, you will have
But Clark says she did explain that to her landlord.
Let them know my situation, have tried working out payment plans with them.
So how is it happening?
I've not been made aware of any entity or agency locally that is enforcing the CDC order, so I think there's a bit of an enforcement gap.
Not just a gap. News4 Investigates found no one is in charge of enforcing the moratorium in Tennessee. In fact, researchers at the eviction lab at Princeton University gave the volunteer state the lowest score possible, 0 out of 5 stars, for how it's handling evictions in the pandemic.
It feels lonely. It feels very like you're alone, like there's no one out there to help you.
I wanted to call and ask.
News4 Investigates reached out to Stark's landlord.
Why your apartment complex was doing evictions for people that seem to qualify for this exemption by the CDC.
But our calls were not returned. So if you or someone you love is in this predicament, remember, landlords are not required to allow you to stay, even if you explain to them how you've been impacted by the pandemic. You've got to show them this. It's a signed declaration that you can give them. Now, we put a link to it on our website. Now, there's much more to tell you about because we've been analyzing the data and we found these evictions are by far happening in one section of the city. So keep your channel right here overnight. You'll see the latest on our investigation coming up tomorrow on News 4 Today. I'm Jeremy Finley, News 4 Investigates.